Hi everyone, welcome to my kitchen. For those of you that are new here, my name's Janice and I'm a Thermomix consultant. So I'm doing tea tonight for the family. It's a bit different because everyone's going to be, we're not really sure when everyone's going to be turning up. So I was doing roast pork, which can sit, but I don't like doing roast vegetables because they tend to come out of the oven, they're ready to eat now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a few things, like a few different sides, and they can also be for lunches and leftovers this week, coming week. So the first thing I'm going to do is make some mayonnaise, because I'm going to do a potato salad, which will give us our potato, and I'm going to do a pumpkin risotto, and so that's going to be greens. Then I'm going to do steamed broccoli and the roast pork. So the first thing we need to do is make mayonnaise, because I've got no mayonnaise in the house and I want to make potato salad. So I've saved into my week here, and we go to my week. I've saved the 3 recipes I'm going to make. Mayonnaise. And then we're going to cook it right here. So, and this is just the basic mayonnaise just the mayonnaise out of the basic cookbook. And so I'm going to start cooking. Now you can add garlic to this and make an aioli if you want. So you would, before you started, you would put in a clove of garlic and mince it in the Thermomix. So when I cracked my egg, it was actually a double yolker. I don't know if you can see that. I haven't seen a double yolker in yonks. Rightio. And we're going to weigh in, it says 250 grams of grapeseed oil. So my current favourite oil is this light tasting Bertolli light tasting olive oil. I like the fact that it's very neutral flavoured. Just one more drip. There we go. And the other thing is I'm waiting for a phone call, because I've got to go and pick up one of my kids. I'm meeting someone halfway to pick them up because they haven't got a vehicle at the moment, and they're trying to come back to Claremont. So now next, now it just says to set the jug aside. Next. And then we want 1 egg at room temperature. So this one is at room temperature. The other thing we haven't done is we haven't checked our bowl. 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. So I've got this, what do you call it, supermarket shelf stable lemon juice. Well, I've got it in the fridge now, but so a teaspoon. I've got a puller. Or white vinegar. So we're going to pull these apart because that's a nuisance. 1 to 2 teaspoons of mustard to taste. So you can use, you can also use dry mustard, but I like the Dijon. And I wanted a bit extra mustardy to go with the potato in the potato salad. Right here. Two pinches of ground black pepper. So sometimes when I'm making mayonnaise, I don't put pepper in it. Half a teaspoon of salt. And now we're going to put the lid on. One and a half minutes on speed 4. And we're just going to let that mix up first. And now we're going to very slowly pour it on. And leaving the measuring cup on, the lid will mean that it will slow down how fast it dribbles in. Once it gets a bit emulsified, you can pour it a bit faster. Don't forget. Never split a batch of mayonnaise. Probably shouldn't have said that while I was doing it, but okay, I'm going to have to scrape that lid down and then put that on a bit longer. Let's go back. Because we've still got a bit going on there. Let's take that off. I'll see that. I'm going to, I don't know if you can see this big lot of oil in the bottom, but I'm just going to make sure there's no egg yolk. Yellow egg yolk stuck on the bottom, not mixed in. It's beautiful, but we've just got to mix that last bit of olive oil in. Right. And then it's next, transfer into a sealable jar and container and place in the refrigerator until ready for use. Beautiful. You can see how thick that is. Delicious. And now we'll finish that, and now we're going to move on to the potato salad, because the potatoes have got to cook, and it's a bacon and spring onion potato salad. Okay, so I'll be back when we're ready to keep going. I'll take this out of the jar and put it in the fridge. I'll take this out of the mixing bowl, and then I'll be back. Hang on, I'll be back to start the potato salad. Rightio. Oops, hang on. I looked ahead. So we need. I've got a second bowl, so I'm using that one. The other one's still got to get washed up. So we've got 2 spring onions, trimmed and cut into thirds, and we'll give that a chop. 3 seconds on speed 4. I need a spatula. Now we're going to add 150 grams of bacon cut into pieces. Okay. So this is, I don't know how much this is, but I need some for the risotto as well. There we go. 20 grams of olive oil. I've got a gooey hand here. And we're going to put the lid on with the simmering basket. 3 minutes, 100 degrees. Speed 1 with the blade in reverse. Rightio? So I'll clean this up and I'll be back. Okay. Now I said transfer into a large serving bowl and set aside. I haven't got a large serving bowl. I'll have to grab one. Rightio. A serving bowl. It's not large, but it'll be big enough. Actually looks delicious. Okay, now put that aside. We want 500 grams of water. And we want the aroma. Hang on, I've got to grab it. I thought we did the eggs first, but anyway, let's see what we're doing. Okay, a kilo of potatoes. It says peeled. I'm not peeling them. They are washed potatoes. And cut into pieces. So I'm going to do it like that size. Oh yeah, so I've got to go and pick up the kids in, they're actually adults, in 15 minutes. So I will, I'll get this on. I want to see here. I'll get this on and leave it cooking while I'm gone. I've got my other son can watch it while I'm gone. So. I like potatoes, you know, like unpeeled potatoes in the potato salad. just about call that enough. Maybe one more for luck. Okay, perfect. Next, put the lid on. "15 minutes aroma temperature, speed 1. And I'll be back. Oh, hang on. So I've just had a look at the recipe. What I'm going to do, we're going to cook these potatoes for 15 minutes. And then I'm going to put 6 eggs in the simmering basket. And we're going to pop them, remove the aroma, pop them into place, and then cook it again for another 15 minutes. So, and what does it say then? Let's go preview. We'll look. It says remove aroma dish and set aside. Insert simmering basket and then place 6 whole eggs into it. Place aroma dish back into position and stir potatoes gently with a spatula to ensure even cooking. Put the aroma back, and then 14 minutes for aroma. I don't know what speed they'll tell me. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go, before I head off to pick up the kids, I'm going to put the eggs in, set it for another 14 minutes, and then they've got to set aside to cool anyway, so I'll be back when we get to the next step. So while I was away, I just left the eggs and the potato to cook, and then I ducked out. I was gone for probably about an hour. So it said to remove the aroma dish and set the potatoes aside to cool. I also got a bigger salad dish. So these are cooled potatoes. I'll put that on there. So they're still warm, but and then fill a bowl with cold water. Then remove the simmering basket. So this is cooled. And these are our eggs. So we've got to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these in a bowl of cold water to cool down a bit. And then clean and dry the mixing bowl. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I've got the eggs in I put the eggs into a bowl of iced water. That was still a bit warm. And once they've cooled down, I'll peel them and chop them into quarters. The potatoes are cooling down here, and we're going to make the dressing. So this is a clean, dry mixing bowl. And I think I need Parmesan cheese. So once cooled, peel and quarter the eggs, then set aside. Place 200 grams of mayonnaise. And I think we need grated Parmesan. Oh, hang on. Maybe I don't need Parmesan. Let's go preview. Okay, no, we're gonna we'll do the Parmesan after. Rightio. Okay, so we want 200 grams of mayonnaise. So I'm going to enjoy this, and we'll probably have this for tea tomorrow night as well, and then I'll eat the rest for lunches. 20 grams of whole grain mustard. Now this here is mustard I made in the Thermomix. It makes a huge recipe. and it's quite bitey. So I'm only going to put that much in. I'm not going to put in 20 grams of mustard. That's half, because it is extremely bitey. But I'm actually enjoying it. It's really nice on a corned meat sandwich. So 2 teaspoons of balsamic vinegar. So let's weigh that. Scales. So, sorry, I should show you what I'm doing. When you look at your screen, up here next to this button in the corner that says next, there's 3 little dots. And if you click on those 3 little dots, it'll give you a drop-down menu. One says Open Preview, one says Recipe Detail. Now, Open Preview just gives you a look at the next step, and you can scroll through. Recipe Preview gives you, you can look at the whole recipe and scroll up and down. Then we've got scales, and then we've got cancel recipe. So we want scales, and I'm going to do 10 grams. Okay. Next, and then put the lid on. 5 seconds, speed 3. Then transfer into a bowl and set aside. I'll show you that. Add cool potatoes and peeled eggs to the large serving bowl with the bacon and spring onions. Then place the serving bowl onto the mixing bowl lid. Weigh in 60 grams of Parmesan cheese shaved. Rightio, let's do this. I'll just leave that in there. Let's go back. Rightio, so this is our serving bowl. We'll put that there and we're going to add our potatoes in. So this is a nice big bowl of potato salad. And I'll be back with the eggs ready to go in. Rightio. So this is our, probably shouldn't do it like this. Our eggs. Okay, I need to get a board, don't I? They will come apart. Because I didn't cool them straight away, they sat warm for a while. We've got a bit of a grey ring around the yolks. But I just had no other choice. I had to just leave them to cook. Because I had to go and pick up my kids. Well, it was just one kid and his girlfriend. They got stuck in the wrong town with no car. They flew in and then couldn't get a lift out to Claremont. So I just met them halfway. One of their buds dropped them, took them halfway. So it said add the cool potatoes and peeled eggs to a large serving bowl with the bacon and spring onions. Then place serving bowl onto open. Oh, and then we're going to shave in some Parmesan. Let's do this. I need to wash my hands and I'll get the Parmesan. Okay. I'm a bit bit panicked because I'm a bit out of time, but anyway, it all happens now. Once this goes in the fridge, I can move on to the next dish. So we want 60 grams of shaved. We might do it here and then I did have I've got a cheese plane somewhere, but I don't exactly know where it is at the moment. So this will do. I mean, a potato peeler does quite good with shaved. I mean, I could have got the Thermomix cutter out and done it with that as well. Probably would have been quicker. Up to 50 grams, another 10. Look at that, perfect, 60 grams. Rightio. Next, and we're going to pour the dressing over. So this is I did just clean this bench so I could put the bowl on here, and now I've put cheese all over it. Rightio. Just going to mix that bit of, give it a taste. Oh, that's nice. Oh yes, that's very nice. Rightio. I'll throw the rest of that out. I'm just going to mix this through. Some of those bits of bacon are a bit big. And then we'll give it a taste. Going to mix it in that silver bowl that I put it into originally, so I wouldn't dirty see I've dirtied all the sides up. Then I realised I wouldn't be able to stir it together in that smaller bowl. Rightio. So let's have a little taste. I want a small piece of bacon, some egg. I can't see a piece of parmesan. There's some parmesan and some potato. Let's give it a go. That dressing is amazing. And that is absolutely delicious. It's just a bit of a change up from your regular old potato salad. Rightio. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, could you please give it a thumbs up, pop over to my channel and subscribe. And I really hope I'll see you next time.